Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about electronic configuration. All that electronic configuration means is how are the electrons arranged in shells. So we're going to dive straight in and see how to do this. So let's imagine we were looking at magnesium. It has a mass number of 24 and an atomic number of 12. So remember, first of all, this number here is the atomic number. That tells the number of protons. It also tells the number of electrons. So I know magnesium has got 12 electrons. Now remember, it's the protons and the neutrons that go in the nucleus, electrons that go in shells around the outside. So how do they fit in? So I always start in the middle on a shell on the inside and then work my way out. The only time I move to putting electrons in a next shell is when one shell is complete. So magnesium has got 12 electrons. Now, in the first shell, and in the first shell only, it can hold a maximum of 2 electrons. A maximum of 2 electrons. So for my magnesium, has it got 2? Well, yes, it has. So 1, 2 are going to go in the first shell. Now, for every other shell, apart from the first one, it can fit up to 8 electrons. So once it has 8 electrons in it, it is full. So let's see, I've put in 2 of these 12 so far. Now, when I do this, I've got a way of doing it, just kind of point of consistency. So I always add them like this. So I've got 2 already. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I can see I've got 10 electrons put in there in total, but this shell is now full because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons in this shell. 2 electrons in this shell, so I've got 10 in total. I need 2 more. So then I move on to my next shell. Remember, this shell can hold up to 8 electrons. It's only the first one that holds only 2. All of the other shells can hold up to 8 electrons. So I've got 10 in here. I've got 2 more to put in. So 1, 2. So if I was asked to state the electronic configuration of this, so sometimes the question says state the electronic configuration, all you need to do is this. You say how many electrons in the first shell, how many of the electrons are in the second shell, and how many are in the third. So it would look like this: 2, 8, 2. So that is the electronic configuration of magnesium, and it's drawn like this. Now let's see how that relates to the periodic table. Remember, these numbers across here, across the top, they are called group numbers. So what those numbers tell us, magnesium is in group 2, as we can see here, what those numbers tell us is how many electrons in the outer shell. Electrons in outer shell. So we can see here, magnesium is in group 2. How many electrons does it have in its outer shell? It's got 2. 1, 2. Now the other number that can help us out when it comes to electronic configurations go down here. Now these are the period numbers. Now the period number tells us the number of shells. So please remember that the first period is along here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could double check our electronic configuration of magnesium. Because magnesium is in period 1, 2, 3. It should have 3 shells. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3. So that's basically how electron configurations work. First of all, you need to check the atomic number to see how many electrons you've got. You then always start in the middle shell and work your way out. The first shell can hold up to 2 electrons and every other one can hold up to 8. You only move on to the next shell once 1 is complete. And just to help us to double check our work, the group number here tells us how many electrons are in the outer shell, and the period number here tells us how many shells in total. And that is electronic configuration. Thank you.